Some of the region's best cowboys and cowgirls will be descending upon Bozeman, Montana for the annual Montana State Spring Rodeo, April 9th through the 12th. You won't want to miss the action, so be sure to get your tickets ahead of time. Thursday, April 9th, there's a 7 p.m. performance. Friday, April 10th, there's a 10 a.m. slack and a 7 p.m. short go. Saturday features a slack at 10 a.m. and a performance at 7 again. Then on April 12th is Championship Sunday with a short go performance at 1 p.m. Montana State will welcome 9 other schools from Montana and Wyoming, so it's a rodeo you don't want to miss. To find out more, contact the Bobcat Ticket Office at 406-994-2287 or visit montana.edu/spring rodeo. One of the best rodeos in the state, the Montana State Spring Rodeo, April 9th through the 12th. Coverage coming your way with one of the biggest rodeos of the spring coming up at Montana State. The spring rodeo at MSU starts on April 9th. One of the top cowboys in the region, Cole Detton, joining us now. Cole, thanks for being here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me, Colter.
First of all, we got to talk about the spring rodeo because this is always a fun event and a cool one. And anybody that hasn't gone, you should go. It's always a rocking crowd, thousands of people at Brick Breeden Fieldhouse, and it's sort of like the start of the second half of the collegiate rodeo season. So, what are some of your favorite memories, and what do you love about the spring rodeo?
Just the spring rodeo there in Bozeman, the field house, probably one of the loudest events I've ever been to. Just the electric environment, just so many friends, family. Just can't beat the environment there. One of my favorite memories from last year is I won the long round and the short round in the steer wrestling.
Is it because there is so many of your friends and family there? I mean, does that add to? I mean, it adds to the environment certainly, but does it add to the pressure too? Like, how do you sort of manage knowing there's going to be a bunch of people that you're close to watching you?
I think it kind of helps me. I just having the support from everybody there, and yeah, I feel like when I have more family and friends there, that's probably one of the better I ever compete.
Yeah, totally. Well, coming off of the long winter, um, what's the process like of sort of getting yourself ready for this? Because you guys go really hard in September and early October, and then take a break basically until now. So, what sort of things did you work on during the winter, and then what's it like sort of shaking off the rust when you do hit it on the first spring rodeo?
Yeah, so we have an indoor practice facility out in Belgrade to where we can compete and practice all year round. Besides that, just try to go into some different pro rodeos to stay sharp. Kind of had a couple younger horses that we've been training, so we've been able to get quite a bit of practice in all the different events. But yeah, I think just going through and practicing is the biggest part.
Well, you mentioned the indoor facility. Coach Whitaker talked about that with us earlier this month. What sort of things does that help you work on, and how big of an advantage has that been for you guys?
It's been a super big advantage. Say if it's Montana, crazy weather always and that. A lot of places only have the outdoor option, but we have a heated indoor barn to where even if it's 10, 20 degrees outside, I mean, we can keep the stock and our own horses feeling good.
Cole Detton joining us here on Nuanez Now 1029 ESPN Radio, as well as the Big Sky Breakdown podcast series. He's a senior cowboy at Montana State. MSU Spring Rodeo coming up a little bit more than a week, April 9th. So you got to take us back to the CNFR last year. I know you won a reserve national championship. That was the first one in a little while at Montana State in the steer wrestling. So what was that moment like for you? What went into it?
It was an exciting moment. That was the first time I've made the college finals. Um, just going through the process of it, I just went steer by steer. I really didn't draw that great until the short round. And in the short round, some other guys had some things fall apart to where I was able to move up and end up second. But yeah, the college finals was a great event and just happy that everything lined out.
And then you went on to have a great summer, and it's been going so well ever since then. So how much do you think just you've been able to sort of carry that momentum?
Yeah, the college rodeos and the college finals just kind of helped me build confidence up to where going into the summer, we've already been competing and I felt just warmed up and kind of just rolled into things to where through our circuit rodeos and just had some luck.
Totally. Well, rodeo's so interesting to me because there's all this stuff going around in college athletics now with NIL and people getting paid. But I mean, you guys have had to sort of make your own way forever, right? I mean, that's kind of the way of the rodeo world, right? So, have you thought about that? I mean, you guys, it's sort of the status quo for you guys now, right? Because you can sort of be in college and have a little bit of pro experience at the exact same time.
Exactly, yes. It's I think for the most part just rolling through, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Well, you mentioned breaking in some new horses. Is there anything else new or different that you worked on this off season, or maybe that you hope to sort of debut at the spring rodeo?
Yes, at the spring rodeo I'll be debuting my new horse. I call her Bella. I've taken to a couple rodeos so far and I'm excited to see her future.
Yeah, for sure. Town and Country Foods is proud of its tradition of providing excellent customer service and quality groceries at an affordable price. Town and Country Foods is proud to be locally owned and operated across the state of Montana, and they are proud to support Montana State Athletics. Town and Country Foods is 100% employee owned, and they have 9 locations serving towns throughout Montana. Town and Country Foods is in Bozeman, Belgrade, Helena, Livingston, Lewistown, Billings, and in Dillon. Their focus is on great food at a great price with a huge selection of organic and natural foods. For more information, visit tncfoods.com.
You would be hard pressed to find more experienced attorneys when it comes to major felonies, sex crimes, attempted homicides, anything like that, because between Nate, Nathan, and I, and Megan, and the rest of the attorneys in the office, we just have a ton of experience in those types of cases. And a lot of that comes from the background of prosecution. So Nathan was a prosecutor in the Marine Corps. I was a felony prosecutor down in Beaverhead County. So we did every possible felony there is. Trial experience when it comes to that. Did attempted homicide trials back in Indiana and other major felonies. What I would say to potential clients why they should reach out to us is I think we separate ourselves from the competition when it comes to communication with our clients, transparency. A lot of people get an attorney and they won't hear from them for 6 months or something like that. And that's the biggest complaint that we hear is communication with clients. And I think we separate ourselves in that way. And then as far as results, all you got to do is go to our website. I think we would put our results up against anybody here in the state when it comes to what we're able to do. And at the end of the day, I mean, justice is the goal, but there's also a lot of mitigating factors out there for people that, hey, 99% of people out there made a mistake, want to own up to it, and want to take responsibility. The 1%, that's a different conversation. But yeah, I think we're in a great position to offer a ton of services for clients.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Town Pump. Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Sure. Well, a cool honor for you lately, too. I think 2 weeks ago now, you were named a finalist for the Montana Little Sullivan Award, which goes to the top amateur athlete in Montana. And there's a whole bunch of fun athletes that are nominated, a couple of Olympians, Taco Dowler from the Montana State football team. So what was your reaction when you learned you were nominated for that award?
Oh, I'm incredibly grateful to be nominated for that.
What do you think of your chances?
I don't know, to be honest. I was just happy for the nomination, to be honest. A
Yeah.
lot of great athletes.
Yeah. Well, tell me about the rest of your team. What else has you excited? What are you excited to watch when maybe you aren't competing during the spring rodeo here coming up?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch. There's some pretty good Canadian athletes in the bronc riding, bull riding. They've been putting in a lot of work, as well as a bull rider from Browning, Taj Wells. Jaden Whitman in the steer wrestling has been putting in a lot of work. Very successful cowboy. As well as we got a bunch of good calf ropers and team ropers. So I think the spring rodeo will be a lot of exciting things to see.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun event, certainly. What do you think of just the team's abilities this year? I mean, I know you guys are always in the mix for Big Sky championships and also national championships. Do you feel like this team has that in them again, and what's it going to take to make another run like you guys have in the past?
I do. I think with the addition of having the rough stock facility there in Belgrade now, to where those athletes been able to practice year round as well, I think our chances can just be I'd say we just go up and all the way around.
Yeah, totally. Well, anything else to add just about your excitement for this season coming up and everything that's lying ahead of you? What are your personal goals for your final year there at Montana State?
Personal goals, I would like to win the region in the steer wrestling again and hopefully the all around as well this year. And I would like to go to the college finals and have a good showing there as well.
And then after that, probably going to keep it rolling. I'm probably going to just keep on doing it throughout the summer.
I sure hope so, yes. I plan on circuit rodeoing again in the Montana circuit and kind of just going from there.
I know you had a great year last year on the circuit. So did that give you some confidence too, to compete with some of the best in Montana?
It really does, yes. There's I guess competing against guys that have been doing it for a long time kind of just makes me have to go up to another level. And I don't know. I think just all the way around just helps me become better.
Well, when I first started covering rodeo years ago, Ty Erickson was sort of at his peak at Montana State, and here he is. He's still one of the best in the in the whole world. So, is that a guy you looked up to? And how much do you think he just sort of represents for the program in general now that he has been a pro for all these years?
Oh, for sure. Ty, I mean, he's won at every level, and I mean, he's a world champion. Just kind of going to the same school and trying to kind of follow along what he did. And yeah, I mean, Ty's exceptional.
Well, very fun. The Montana Spring Rodeo again starts on April 9th. We'll give you all the specifics on how to get tickets, but one of the best cowboys in the state and in the region, Cole Detton, joining us here on the Big Sky Breakdown podcast series. Cole, appreciate you being here, man. Thanks so much for doing it, and good luck in a couple weeks.
Appreciate it, Colter. Thank you for having me.
Some of the region's best cowboys and cowgirls will be descending upon Bozeman, Montana for the annual Montana State Spring Rodeo, April 9th through the 12th. You won't want to miss the action, so be sure to get your tickets ahead of time. Thursday, April 9th, there's a 7 p.m. performance. Friday, April 10th, there's a 10 a.m. slack and a 7 p.m. short go. Saturday features a slack at 10 a.m. and a performance at 7 again. Then on April 12th is Championship Sunday with a short go performance at 1 p.m. Montana State will welcome 9 other schools from Montana and Wyoming, so it's a rodeo you don't want to miss. To find out more, contact the Bobcat Ticket Office at 406-994-2287 or visit montana.edu/spring rodeo. One of the best rodeos in the state, the Montana State Spring Rodeo, April 9th through the 12th.